video right here kind of got a little on my nerves. This is brother. He's like a photographer. And as soon as he approaches the girl, of course, she's beautiful. It's a group of beautiful black women. And she goes, "Excuse me. I'm gay. I'm gay." You know, just right away. He goes, "What makes you think I was trying to hit on you? I'm like a documentary photographer." And
I think because there was a pause after he said, "Excuse me." And so she expected him to say something. And I guess that's why she was assuming that he was trying to ask her out. And so she probably wasn't interested. And she said, "I'm gay."
And she was like, he goes, "Can I talk to you?" I guess. I'm like, he should have just moved on. If you're like at a festival, and this is in my hometown, Chicago, keep it moving. Something about them women that have those door knockers, the little thing around their nose. Every time I see women with that, or they got the spiritual equipment on, a lot of times they can be some of the most arrogant women on the planet. I didn't say all of you, not at all, but a lot of y'all be so beyond the.
I could agree. If somebody acting up and you approach them, yeah, just keep it moving.
Cosmos that you can't say to you. It's nothing but arrogance. You're just a regular human being that's being a kind of an asshole with special tattoos and different types of piercings.
I gotta say, the reason why she probably acting up and thinks she all that, or other women, because guys, make her feel that way. They look at her as she's a goddess, or, they probably don't say she's a goddess, but they'll use terms as she's beautiful, while the next man is saying that. While the next man telling her that. I remember somebody had told me this, a while back, that, the reason why women act the way they act, because guys tell them the same thing. Like if one guy call her beautiful, another guy calls her beautiful. And so she already knows the game about that. And even some of these dating coaches, they say that. I've heard Steve the Dean has said that. And yeah, I mean, guys kind of give them that power, like like they like these women are beneath them. Like no, like these women are like over them or something like that. Like they're beneath these women. Yeah, that's what I wanted to say.
I really was annoyed by that. And I don't think her friends were like that. Another thing too is she was like,
"What made you think that I was trying to talk to you?"
The past 4 men have been talking to me. That's all that.
"Oh, 4 men just talked to me." Yeah, you're at a festival. 4 men out of 700,000 talk to you. Relax with that, And I don't know if they were rude. If they were rude to you, I get it. But you're at a festival and you look fly and all that. Dudes are going to come up to you. So, and some people get off on just rejecting men or no. I'm like, what? All that is unnecessary, and we got to really cut that kind of shit out. If somebody's talking to you, whether you're man or if you're attractive, you be happy you're attractive. There's some people not even getting approached ever. And listen, I know some of you in the comments will say, "Well, you don't understand." I'm not talking about, it's when you go to a festival with people around, people are going to talk to you. If you look nice, they're going to talk to you. And just say, "Hey, I'm gay." Okay, now I'm gay. I don't like men. All that dumb shit. It's just unnecessary. There's a kind of energy in nowadays that's it's narcissism, arrogance, meanness. I know it's a lot of trauma too, but it's unnecessary. That's why we can never converse.
Maybe don't call her beautiful, because you done heard it all so many times. You even say hi to a woman and they ignore you. Hello, and it's not every woman. You could get upset, but it ain't going to do anything. That's just my opinion.
Why can't we see beautiful women and say, "Hey, what's up?" Have a good conversation. And we don't always have to have your number or whatever. There's no.
I mean, it always been like that. You talk to some women and they blow you off, and you're able to talk to another woman, she might not blow you off. In my opinion, it was never easy, I remember this guy I know, and he told me he went to this concert and he talked to 20 women, and he got rejected. He got rejected by them. And I remember I told him, yo, I would have stopped at 5 or 10. But I can't be mad at him because that's how it is. I mean, if you want to put yourself out there, you got to put yourself out there.
That's all I'm saying. You guys give me your opinion.
Excuse me.
I'm good.
You see, it was a pause. I don't know, but she was looking at him and expected him to say something, and that's probably why she assumed that he was trying to hit on her.
Let me ask you something.
I mean, I guess.
What made you think that I was trying to talk to you?
The past 4 minutes I've been talking to me. That's all that. I haven't said that. I'm not straight. I don't do men.
I approach you because your look is fantastic. I just want to take a photo of you. That's all. I'm a documentary photographer. I document
You're
people.
gonna make me pay for it?
Like Godfrey said, I would have kept it moving. Like if she seemed have like a disinterest, just keep it moving. He was saying too much. I'd have just said, "Have a nice day." That's all.
No. Excuse me. No.
So, Godfrey put up a post about a woman being like fed up with a guy approaching her at a festival or whatever, and then the shit went left and all that good stuff. Now, in the comment section, I was like, this is one of the many reasons why I don't approach women I don't know in the streets. You know what I'm saying? I have long not approached women I don't know in the streets. And there's several reasons for that. One, I've always been shy. Two, I don't like forcing inorganic conversation just because I want to holler at you. The whole reason I approach a woman in the streets is because I like what I saw. It'd be your face and or body, legs was legging, titties was titty, and ass was ass, and the face was given. All that good stuff is the reason why I'm in your face trying to have a conversation. But I can't roll up and say it that way. I got to act like it's more than what it is, even though I don't know nothing about you. I don't know your values, your concepts, your thoughts on this, your spirit. I don't know any of that. The reason I'm in your face is because I like what I saw. Point blank, period.
Yeah, I wanted to say something about this, and I seen this on Lucario, Mr. Lucario and Miles Cunningham on Media Monday, and shout out to them. And the reason why, I wanted to react on this video because Tony Baker, he was talking about he don't really like approaching women in the streets and he's shy. And, my experience of shyness, a man can't be shy. I'm sorry. They just can't. Just a woman noticing you shy, they get turned off by that because they expect you to say something. And if you don't say nothing, it's like you're not man enough to be with me. I mean, I've had my moments where I hesitated to talk to women, but I would look at them and they would notice that I was looking at them. So I had to say something. You can't, and I get it, like in the street, because a lot of times, when you do like even say hello or hi, the women be ignoring you, but there's some that don't. That I'm gonna keep it real. It's not easy in the street, but there's other settings that you can go to, but you can't be shy. That's my whole point.
Another reason is because I don't know if you want to be bothered or not. You're minding your own business. You in the grocery store. You at the gas station. You at the mall. You know what I'm saying? You at the DMV. You are not there to be hollered at by me. I don't know if you got a man. I don't know if you fed up. I don't know if you're in a bad mood. I don't know. And I'd rather not play those games. I'm not shooting the dice. I'm leaving you alone. And life will go on. I never knew you existed a minute ago. So if, you know what I'm saying, if I don't holler, then so be it.
And I notice a lot of guys feel like that. It's not just him. He's just putting it out there. So, yeah, I mean, there was a time where dudes used to be talking to chicks back in the day, but for some reason, you don't see that too much. I guess after the Me Too movement and all this other things about sexual harassment, guys just backed off. So like even, but at the same time, I understand that too. A lot of times where there's times where women, you know, they would get harassed in the street also.
People like, you gonna miss the shots. I don't care. I'll be all right. I like what I saw. We're moving on. And I see beautiful women all the time. I live in LA County. They out here. And I leave them alone. I had a gym crush at the gym for years. Never said nothing to this day. Nothing. You know what I'm saying?
All right, come on. You could have said something. You could have just talked. If she was interested, she's interested. If she's not, she's not. You know what I'm saying? You could have said something. That's a little extreme, Tony. I'm gonna just keep it real.
I'm not pulling up. I've never been about that life. Well, I was about that life one time. In 97, I pulled up at a bookstore at a community college. We ended up in a relationship for a little under a year. But that's the only time I can really think where I just pulled up on a woman I didn't know in the streets, even though it was a community college bookstore. But still, that's the streets. And when I say the streets, I mean the festival. I mean the gas station. I mean the mall, the grocery store, the club, the sidewalk, the bus stop. This is all in the streets roll-ups, okay? All right, I need y'all to wrap your head around that. Some dudes just can't even find. No, Tom, no, man. Where you meeting women at then? You can meet women that you work with. You can meet women that you're in a class with, or school with, church with. You meet several women via social media now. My last relationship, we met on Instagram. My current one, Instagram.
I think you're able to do that because you're a known comedian. It ain't too many women gonna really respond on Instagram like that.
It's possible to meet women outside of the streets. I need y'all to just wrap your head around this. Not every man has to holler at women on the streets. You don't know what they're going through internally. When a man roll up, now, we are not entitled to a woman's time and conversation, fellas.
I could agree on that. We're not entitled to a woman's time to make conversation. It's nothing wrong with you trying to shoot your shot if you see something that you like.
We're not entitled to that. So if we roll up and they like, man, watch out. Take the L, bro. Don't bark back. Don't start talking shit back. Don't disrespect her because you got your feelings and your pride and your ego hurt. Take the L. She didn't ask you to come over there. She don't want to be bothered, and she don't owe you pleasantries. She don't owe you nothing.
I agree. I agree. Like I said before, I think that's why dudes don't talk to women on the street no more. You don't really see that. I very rarely see that. I was having a conversation with somebody on that. I think that a lot of times there were men that they don't know how to take a no for an answer. They want to keep talking to the woman after the woman have already told them that they're not interested or show that they're not interested, but they keep constantly talking to them and harassing them and stuff. I hear things in the news of that, incidents occurred because of that. I remember one time somebody told me that this chick got shot by this dude because he didn't want to accept no, and he wanted to dance with her, and she told him no, and he shot her. I'm like, wow. That's what I heard. The person told me that. But yeah, man. I mean, guys, they do get a little crazy. They not little. They do get crazy when it comes to being rejected, or if the woman is not interested.
Y'all are strangers in the streets. Now, if she works there, sure, she owes you customer service. But if she's just regularly shopping, minding her own business, you are not entitled to her time. It's a simple equation, y'all. And I get it. You want to be men and you want to conquer and you want to go for yours. I get it. Go for yours elsewhere. There's other places where you could go for yours. Go for yours on the internet. Go for yours on a dating app.
I mean, I'm struggling with the dating apps, but, you know, I mean, anything you do, like internet, dating apps, it's not easy.
Go for yours somewhere else where it's like a social mixer or a dating show. Go for yours there. But in the streets, on the regular, leave these women alone. Yo, check this out. This dude right here wrote a whole goddamn essay because I said I don't holler at women in the streets I don't know. Whole essay, disrespectful to another stupid comment. People just be disrespectful on the keys. You know what I'm saying? Just all kind of disrespectful language, like 3 million followers. He keep bringing up my followers too. I ain't brought up 9 followers. He keep bringing up my followers, even though I've been like this the whole time. Like I said, my last roller was 97. I've been on this type of time. We did 3 million followers. What the fuck that got to do with anything, bro? What that got to do with anything? Now, on the flip side, I meet a lot of people because people do know me for social media. So if I do a meet and greet, they be like, Tony Baker. You know what I'm saying? But on the average, a lot of people don't know who I am. So I'm not rolling up. And I'm not writing no goddamn essay about it. 12 font, double space. He got a bibliography with all this horse shit. So fellas, man, deal with it. I need y'all to just be okay. I need y'all to breathe. Breathe and recognize and realize I don't talk to women in the streets that I don't know.
Yeah, shout out to Tony Baker. To each his own. You know, I'm not gonna lie and say that I talk to a lot of women in the street. I don't, but you know, there's times when I do see something I like, I'll talk to them. But if they're not interested, they're not interested. Just keep it moving, man. You know, that's all.